Fusion is still in progress. It's getting there. Tear this thing up. The fusion is still in progress. Okay, so week number 4. As I promised last week, so you have an open notebook or open note or book practice quest. 16 questions, multiple choice, some matching. A few matching in there that you're not going to use all the choices, but you can look them up based on 2 elements, based on 2 pieces of material. One, the Great Britain Reforms and Revolutions notes, and that's been overdue since Wednesday. And then this, the Reform Revolutions in France, that's overdue since Friday of last week. You can also use 8.3 in the MI Open Book. That will help you as well. I mean, Google, but I would use those. So here's the process. You're going to take the quest under assessments in Student View. I have put a link to that in the material, but it's, I mean, you know how to get to the Student View assessments pretty much, but I will show you here just in case you forgot from both. The major difference is that this isn't going to be a locked browser because you're able to use your notes. So this won't be a locked browser. So you will need to go in through Student View. You're going to make note of your, once you finish those 16 questions, you're going to make note of your incorrect questions, reviewing notes 8.2, 8.3 in the MI Open Book if needed to determine the correct answers. It may be that you may have to get a good old-fashioned sheet of paper out to do that, perhaps. I will make a note that I did reverse the order of the answer choices and the order of the questions, so that you're not just saying, "Oh, this is A and number 2 is A," and I want you to think about what you need to do as far as getting them right, and then you could retake for the replacement grade to get a better score. Use the version mark retake. So I'm going to say here. So again, you're going to take 2 versions, and then, yep, you know I can get into Richard's. So those of you who don't know, Richard is my nephew, and I have his stuff. It will come up. So oh, shows you how much was the summer wind came rolling in. I should put my Sinatra. So go under assessments. This thing will never work. And under assessments, you should have different tests. One that says retake, and the one this should say do this first, but since I think because I already gave you access, it doesn't. WHB your Reform Revolutions practice quest. Do this one first. The one that says practice quest. Don't do the retake. Do the retake second. Do this one first. Okay. So the one that says Reform Revolutions practice quest, the first version. Okay. And take you can do after. If you didn't get the score that you wanted. So again, use version mark retake. Okay, so simple, kind of a couple of presses, but not really. Again, with both of them, the browsers aren't locked. The order will be reversed with them, and some of the answer choices will be reversed. So you'll need to make note of the ones you got wrong. The only remember, you know how you go under online assessment history and look at your questions based on what you've missed before. Excuse me. The difference is that the difference with the online assessment history is that I apologize. Remember, I tell you what questions and you got wrong and what you put, but you on this one you're not going to be able to see the correct answer. So one thing I'm not going to do for 16 questions, you're not going to answer. Okay, so you'll take the quest under assessments in Student View, make note of the incorrect ones. You won't get the answers, but you'll see which ones are incorrect if you go to review, and then retake if you wish for a replacement grade. You've done this before, just not in the version of doing corrections like this. and then you should be able to go from there. If you're in my 9th grade class, remember you've got imperialism, reasons, and impact. I'm still working through grading those. A16. I get through A12 as we did before. Questions, comments. I know there's some changes with the educational plan that impacts all the classes. I'm more to come on that as we go along here, and how that looks. Email, Google private comment, remind text, office hours, 9 to 12 Tuesday, Thursday on Zoom, or I can set up Zoom if anybody wants to any other type. So again, the main thing for open note book practice quest. I should say this too. Do Wednesday 4:15. I forgot to make note of that. So this is for Wednesday 4:15. Do Wednesday 4:15. I forgot to. I forgot to make note of that. So again, this is due on Wednesday 4:15. The open notebook practice quest. Both versions. Okay. All right. Until next time.